Finally, I got the key out. And if you look, I did a pretty good job of drilling. This is exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to drill right underneath the pins and then break off as much as I could of the whatever was binding it. So I got the whole key out. The keyway almost looks like a master lock keyway now. There's almost no warding there, but I can access the pins. The pins also, the warding is there also to give the pins something to rest against. These almost completely shoot out. But I have gotten all the gunk out of there. So the next thing I'm going to have to do is pick it open. I'm going to try to pick it open, and if I do, we'll gut it later on. But there you go. It's quite a chore. That's why locksmiths, I believe, are paid a lot of money, because they know how to do this stuff. And it can be pretty damn tedious and frustrating. I broke a broken key extractor, I broke a drill bit, and if I'd have gotten mad and thrown this, who knows what I would have broken. But persistence and patience, pays off. I didn't have exactly the right tools for the job, but they worked out. Since they did it, they were the right tools. And there you go. If I get this thing open, I'll gut it later on. But like I said, I really did a pretty good job of drilling the shit out of it. I was trying to avoid attacking the warding on the lock itself. I was trying to just go after the key, but the drill, like I said, when it was running, would vibrate a little bit. Maybe it's not exactly parallel exactly. It might have a bend in it a little bit. But it worked. It was a chore. In real life, if this would have been somewhere and a key was broken off, I think you'd just be better off just taking a die cutter and cutting the hasp off and buying a new lock. I mean, it would have taken a lot less time. I don't have a cut-off cutter. I didn't want to destroy the lock any more than maybe the keyway. And I still have a good lock body. And I might even be able to have a good lock after this. We'll see. But the main thing was to get that key out of the way so I could access the pins to pick it. And I've done that. So now I'm going to take it up, sit down in my chair and enjoy my coffee in the morning and start relaxing a little bit and proceed to try to pick this thing open again. So there you go. That's my progress. These little, I'd say these Huck broken key extractors were put to the limit of their endurance, because they're small, and it's really designed so that you hook onto a piece of broken key and you pull it back, and there's not going to be a whole lot of resistance usually. But because I hammered that thing in, my God, there was a lot of resistance. I basically had to drill it out to get it out of there. So there you go. Hope everyone's having a good Sunday. Mine is going pretty well, actually. Victory! I managed to single pin pick this. And it was a lot harder to do because we don't have the warding there that you used to dealing with, and the pins go a lot further down. But I did manage to drill it out. I did manage to single pin pick it. I used a Peterson gem, and I think it's 23 thousandths, the standard size, maybe 25. I was using the smaller one, but I realized the 18 thousandths gem, but I didn't need that because I didn't need to get past any warding, which I've destroyed. And these little lights come in handy. I got these from Banggood. They come in real handy for shining in there and seeing what you're doing. Another caution I want to warn people about is the little pieces of brass that result from this. When you go to blow the air out, either using your mouth or whatever, close your eyes. Even with glasses on and stuff, if you get a little piece of brass in your eye, man, that's going to hurt. I almost did it. So that's just a little safety precaution there. So there you go. This lock is I can't find my other key for it, but if I could, first I'm going to gut this thing and see what the hell's going on with it. And outside of the lock, I'll try locking it, you know, the core and everything, but not with the hasp, because I already learned that mistake. So there you go. There's some success. It only took me like, I started this at like 7 o'clock in the morning. It's almost 9 now. And last night I messed with it a little bit, just trying to do the broken key extractor, but I didn't do the drilling method. So there you go. It's kind of a pain in the ass. It's a chore. If I'd have been a little bit more precise and had better tools, I probably wouldn't have messed up the warding in doing this. But there you go. I did have some success. I hope everyone's having a good Sunday, and I feel a sense of accomplishment. Even though I caused the problem, I also kind of like sort of fixed it. So there you go. Don't give up is my little caveat from this, you know. If it looks like all is lost, no, it's just a setback, you know. If I would have just thrown this lock away, here's a perfectly good body and everything else, you know. Somebody would have probably seen the broken key in there and continued to let it be thrown away, but you still have a good hardened shackle, you have a good lock body. You can probably get these cores fairly cheap on eBay or something like that. And I don't have another core, so I'm stuck with what I've got. I want to find the key for it after I've gutted it and see if it still works. So there you go. That's my update. Don't give up is what I'm trying to say. And persistence pays off. And I single pin picked this one. Actually, I had to use bottom of the keyway tension because the Peterson's heavy, or the Sparrow's heavy pry bar and .50 was loose in there after this. So I just went with bottom of the keyway tension with a big wide one, and got it that way. It took me a good 15-20 minutes to open it, single pin picking, which is you know, nothing spectacular, but for me, I wasn't even sure if I was going to be able to open it after butchering it like that. There you go. Hope everyone's having a good time, and my only... cut off myself by pushing the wrong button. My only other option is to gut this thing now and try to repair it. So, there you go. Everybody have a good day, and don't get frustrated. Also, uklocksports.uk.co, I think, is the proper URL. That's I'm a member of that, and there are a lot of experts in there, people that have been doing this for years, and they can help you out with all kinds of problems. Nobody was going to be able to help me with this because I knew what I needed to do. But there you go. Don't give up is all I'm trying to say, and where there's a will, William, there's a way.